Welcome to Financial Freedom at 18. Are you moving too fast? In this video, we will take a structured, practical approach to early financial independence. We will cover credit building, avoiding score obsession, getting your paperwork in order, building cash reserves before investing, and the legal aspects of transferring business ownership at adulthood. We will include a clear roadmap, examples, and quizzes to cement your understanding. Let's begin. First, we will define the real purpose of building credit at 18. Next, we will discuss how to avoid credit score obsession. Then, we will handle paperwork and asset transfers. After that, we will emphasize why cash reserves come before investing. Next, we will cover business ownership transfer and structure. Then, we will walk through a 10-step action plan. Finally, we will test your learning with short quizzes and review visuals like diagrams, timelines, and a budget example. Now let's set the tone. Success at 18 is not about speed. It is about precision and sequence. We want you to make moves that compound over time and avoid mistakes that are costly to unwind. If you follow a clear order credit foundation, clean paperwork, cash buffers, and then investments, you position yourself for stability and opportunity. Before we go further, a quick but essential disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. Your situation is unique, so please consult a qualified professional, such as a financial planner, attorney, or tax advisor, before taking action. First, build credit intentionally. Open a beginner-friendly credit product, typically a secured or student card, and set automatic payments for at least the statement balance to avoid interest. Keep your utilization under 10% to signal responsible usage. The goal is to demonstrate reliability and move to an unsecured card as soon as you qualify, so your cash is not tied up as collateral. Maintain on-time payments and low balances, which matter far more than short-term score fluctuations. Next, avoid score obsession. Monitoring your credit is essential, but using multiple third-party services often leads to redundant alerts and inconsistent scores. Choose one reliable monitoring source or use official bureau reports. Focus on accuracy of the data, not the daily score movements. Your consistent habits, on-time payments, low utilization, and avoiding unnecessary inquiries drive sustainable improvements. Meanwhile, handle the paperwork of adult life. Transfer assets, such as vehicles and accounts, into your legal name where appropriate. Centralize critical documents like identification cards, titles, insurance policies, and beneficiary designations. Maintain a secure digital and physical storage system. Update addresses, email logins, and payment methods across subscriptions to prevent lapses, fees, or loss of access. After that, prioritize an emergency fund before investing. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential expenses set aside in a liquid, high-yield savings account. This buffer protects you from job changes, medical bills, or repairs without forcing you to sell investments at a bad time. Once your cash cushion is in place and your budget is stable, you can begin investing with a clear plan and appropriate risk tolerance. Moreover, if you operate a business that was set up under a parent's name, transfer legal ownership promptly upon reaching adulthood. Coordinate with a tax professional and an attorney to align the transfer with filing deadlines, state requirements, and operating agreements. Delaying can create liability exposures and blur financial independence. True independence requires clear, documented ownership of all assets and entities. Now let's translate this into a practical plan. Start by opening a starter card and enabling autopay. Build a realistic budget and review it weekly. Maintain utilization under 10% and never miss a payment. Simultaneously, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Choose a single, trusted monitoring source for your credit. Transfer titles, accounts, and subscriptions into your name. Review insurance coverages and beneficiaries. When eligible, move from secured to unsecured credit. Finally, complete business ownership transfers with guidance from qualified professionals. Question: which should you prioritize before opening an investment account? Options: A. Multiple credit monitoring apps. B. A 3 to 6 month emergency fund. C. A second secured credit card. D. Daily score tracking. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. A 3 to 6 month emergency fund. A solid cash buffer protects you from unexpected expenses and prevents you from liquidating investments during downturns. This foundation supports long-term, consistent investing. Question: what is the smartest way to monitor your credit at 18? Options are: A. Check 5 third-party apps daily. B. Use one trusted source or bureau reports. C. Never check it. D. Rotate between apps weekly. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. Use one trusted source or official bureau reports. This approach reduces noise and ensures you are reacting to accurate information rather than fluctuating vanity scores. Let's visualize the journey. The timeline starts at month 0 with opening a starter card and setting autopay. By month 1, you have a working budget and you keep utilization under 10%. In month 2, you reach 1 month of emergency expenses saved. By month 3, you evaluate eligibility for an unsecured card and begin transferring assets and subscriptions into your name. Month 4 focuses on consolidating credit monitoring to one reliable source. Month 5 brings your emergency fund up to 3 months. Finally, by month 6, you can begin your investing plan and finalize any necessary LLC ownership transfers. Here is a sample monthly budget for an income of $1,800. Rent or shared housing is $600. Food and groceries are $250. Transportation is $120. Phone and internet are $70. Insurance is $90. Subscriptions are $25. Debt minimums are $0 to $50, with an emphasis on avoiding balances. $300 goes to the emergency fund automatically. $150 is reserved for discretionary spending. $145 can go to investing only after the emergency fund target is met. Total expenses are aligned with total income for a zero-based plan. Let's compare two approaches to credit monitoring. On the left, the recommended approach is to use one trusted source, review your credit reports quarterly, dispute inaccuracies promptly, and focus on the controllable factors such as utilization and on-time payments. On the right, the approach to avoid includes using multiple vanity score apps, checking scores daily, stressing about minor movements, and applying for too many cards, which can increase inquiries and reduce average account age. This flowchart illustrates the move from a secured card to an unsecured card. You start by opening a secured card and setting autopay. You then keep utilization under 10% and build 3 to 6 months of on-time payments. Next, you check pre-qualification and, if approved, open an unsecured card. You migrate your spending to the unsecured card. If the secured card has fees, consider closing it. Otherwise, you may keep it for account age. Continue maintaining low utilization and on-time payments to strengthen your credit profile over time. This sequence diagram shows the typical steps to transfer LLC ownership upon reaching adulthood. The young adult notifies the parent owner about the intent to transfer. Both consult with an attorney to review the operating agreement and state requirements. ACPA advises on tax timing, filings, and any potential consequences. The state receives the transfer filings. Ownership is updated formally, followed by updates to bank accounts and employer identification records. All documents are then archived and retained for compliance and monitoring. Before we wrap up, here is a quick reference cheat sheet using a priority stack, a utilization rule, and an ownership checklist. The priority stack starts with the credit foundation, then paperwork and ownership, then the emergency fund, and finally an investing plan. For utilization, target under 10% of your credit limit and never miss a payment. For ownership, review the operating agreement, complete state filings, update bank and employer identification records, and confirm beneficiaries and insurance details. To summarize the key takeaways: build credit with the goal of moving to unsecured as soon as feasible. Avoid chasing vanity scores and stick to one monitoring source. Transfer assets and organize documents early. Prioritize emergency savings before investing. For business ownership and legal structure, seek professional guidance and complete transfers promptly and correctly. In closing, precision beats speed when you are 18. Sequence matters. Build credit, complete paperwork and ownership transfers, secure cash reserves, and then invest. Clear ownership is the foundation of real independence. Stay consistent, keep your system simple, and let good habits compound. Thank you for watching. If this was helpful, please like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more practical guides. Share your questions and recent wins in the comments so we can learn together and help you take the next step toward independence.